Welcome back, guys, to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, where we stopped Karma in his flow here. Members of the court, he says, as we've just got to the end of Dick Gumshoe's testimony. So let's continue. We have the facts of the case, do we not? We now have the pistol used in the murder, and the bullet found in the body. Detective. Yes, sir. Was the bullet found in the body fired from this pistol? Yes. The ballistic markings on the bullet match the pistol. Hey, Nick. What does he mean, ballistic markings? Shocking. To imagine someone here does not know something as basic as ballistic markings. Nick, he's glaring at me. Very well, I'll explain. Actually, Judge, you do it. Me? Ballistic markings are like the fingerprints of a gun. The barrel leaves distinctive marks on each bullet it fires. You can examine these ballistic fingerprints to see which gun fired the shot. It's quite accurate. Indeed. This leads to one inevitable conclusion. The bullet found in the victim's heart was without a doubt fired from this pistol. This pistol, which, as you may recall, was covered with the defendant's own fingerprints. Order! Order! This is bad. This makes it look like Edgeworth did it. Well, Judge, I'd say it's almost decisive, yes. Honestly, I could declare a verdict at this point. However, you wish to hear the witness speak, no doubt. Very well. I am somewhat fatigued, and so I will take a brief break. I will call my witness after the recess, which will last 10 minutes. Judge! Yes? What are you doing? A 10-minute recess, now! But wait, Just bang your flimsy gavel and get on with it, man! Yes! This court will take a 10-minute recess. Who's running this court anyway? Obviously not the judge at this point in time, which is very worrying. Edgeworth, what's going on here? Your fingerprints were on the murder weapon. And that foggy photo makes one thing clear. The only one who could have shot that man was the person in the photo. True. Was that you in the boat? Yes, it was me. What? But you must believe me. I didn't shoot him. Then who did? I don't know. You don't know? Weren't you right there? I heard a gunshot from very close by. And then the other man fell from the boat. I can't say why, but I thought at the time that he had shot himself. You mean it was a suicide? That's the only explanation I can come up with. Huh? How am I going to convince anyone of that? Say, Mayor. Huh? What? Any progress with Mia? Oh, sorry. It's no good. Ugh. I know. I'm no good for anything, am I, Nick? If I can't call my sister, I might as well not be here, right? No, that's not a good way to be around and do stuff. You can contribute somehow. Look for contradictions. Help me. No, of course not. I need you here. Better someone than no one, I guess, as well. I can see you're always trying to help out. Even if you don't actually help. It's the thought that counts, right? It's okay, Nick. You don't have to make me feel better. I don't know anything about trials or defense. What's more, I'm a spirit medium who can't even contact spirits. Aw, everyone has their off days. I mean, I've just been getting lucky lately. But you never know when my luck is going to run out. Really? Whoa! Right! Yeah, exactly. Don't say it in front of him. Don't jinx this case any more than it already is. It's bad for my heart. Oh? Oh, sorry. Whoops. He is right, though. Court is back in session. Mr. Von Karma, call your witness. Yes. Will Miss Lotta Hart take the stand? Lotta Hart, you are a research student at the university, not the university, at a university. That I am. Good. Begin by telling us what you saw the night of the incident. And don't add anything trivial or subjective. Understand? Y'all need to learn some manners. Understand? Yeah, I understand. Very well. Your testimony, please. And so we get one. It was Christmas Eve, just after midnight, I reckon. I was in my car. I heard this bang come up from the lake. When I looked out the window, I saw two gents in a boat. Then there was another bang. There wasn't nearly a thing on the lake but that boat. Enough. Huh? Judge! She happened to take a photo of the incident. This is that photo. Accepted as evidence. Well, this is a surprise. This looks like the very moment of the murder. I see nothing decisive there, do you? Order! I will remove people from this courtroom if I do not have order immediately. As the witness testified, she looked at the lake when she heard the shot. There were no other boats on that lake. So the man in the boat with the victim must have been the one who shot him. Yes, it was the defendant, Miles Edgeworth. Order! 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 I will have order! Well, Judge? The evidence is decisive. I have very little doubt about this case. Very well. This court finds the defendant. Give me a cross-examination now. Objection. Exactly. Wait, Your Honor. I haven't cross-examined the witness yet. A cross-examination? We have photographic proof. What question can there possibly be? This photo is worth 1,000 words and they all read guilty. You lose. Or do you claim to have found a contradiction in her testimony? Very well. If you have to, you may cross-examine the witness. You will only flounder and ask meaningless questions. You will fail to find anything. And then I will have you held in contempt of court. Nick? Contempt? Contempt of court, you know? I guess I understand. Well, what are you going to do? If you don't know, it means I'd be put in jail. Do you really think there was a contradiction with the facts in her testimony? Well, obviously there's gotta be, otherwise Edgeworth's been declared guilty according to the judge, so... I think I noticed one little thing. Wow, I'm impressed, Nick. I didn't notice anything. Right, let's take him on. Yeah, I got a bad feeling about this. I think I know what it is, but we'll get there. I understand. I will cross-examine the witness. Very well. I pray for your sake this isn't a waste of time. Indeed, I pray for my own sake. Here we go. It was Christmas Eve, just after midnight, I reckon. I don't think there's anything wrong with that statement, do you? I was in my car. Okay, you were in your car. You were looking out at the water in your car, okay. Let's press that one a little bit. Why were you camping there anyway? I'm a research student at my university. I was taking pictures to use in my research. What research? This all sounds suspicious. Yeah, no, wait a second. We know what research. She was doing her stuff in the sky. Miss Hart, could you be more specific about your research? That weird voice is back. What does the witness's motive in camping by the lake have to do with this case? The answer is nothing. I object to this line of questioning. Objection sustained. Wait now, I'm the one who says that. Well then, say it already. Objection sustained. Thanks for nothing, Your Honor. I heard this bang come up from the lake.
Hold it!
So, you weren't looking at the lake at that time? Nope. Why'd you look so furtive? I looked after I heard the noise. Well, then you didn't witness the crime.
She said that already. I asked you to find contradictions. Not leisurely chat with a witness.
Yes. When I looked out the window, I saw two gents in a boat.
Hold it!
From your range? Could you clearly see the two men? Because if you had a camera set, you'd have it on zoom anyway to see nice things like the meteors. Just look at the picture. Clear enough for you, but you weren't looking through the camera. Uh-oh. Well, let's press further again. Wait a second. I wasn't asking you about the photo. I was asking if you saw the two men. Yeah, well, of course.
The witness has testified that she saw them. There's also a photo. You best look elsewhere for your precious contradictions.
He jumped in quick. He's hiding something.
Indeed he is.
Then there was another bang. Okay.
Hold it!
Why is there two shots? Were you watching the very moment the shot ran out? Well, yeah, sure.
What, you stop objecting. You're asking meaningless questions. Meaningless! Contradictions, Mr. Wright, not meaningless babble.
Von Karma, I think I hate you. He's trying to keep me from talking to the witness. To what end? There wasn't nary a thing on the lake but that boat. Now this is the one I actually have a problem with.
Hold it!
This is the whole scenario I have the problem with. Are you sure about that? Yeah, sure as a country gal can be. That sounds pretty sure. No, press further again. How come you're so sure? Well, heck, I scanned the whole lake. Scanned the whole lake? It always sounds like she was more interested in the lake than the boat. Miss Hart, you... Well, this is going down a different line than I was going down in my brain, but still...
Mr. Wright, the witness has answered the question in full. No need for further questions. Objection sustained.
Well, I'm trying to figure out exactly why she was pointing the camera at the lake in the first place when she was supposed to be looking at the sky. Why was she looking all around the lake all the time? Why? She's supposed to be looking in the air. Like she just don't care.
That's what I'm... Sustained! Yes, of course.
Oh, great.
Enough!
Oh no, what?
I think we've heard all we need to hear, Mr. Wright. It seems we're unable to find a contradiction in the testimony worth noting.
But Your Honor!
You keep your promise. Mr. Wright, I'm afraid that I will have to penalize any further outbursts by holding you in contempt of court.
He didn't promise that.
And if that happens, you'll have to leave the courtroom immediately. Understood?
Nick! A lot of testimony is fishy, Nick. Real fishy! I know what you mean. But if I can't say anything, what can I do?
I believe we've covered the evidence sufficiently to make a decision. Then pass your judgment. Very well. Mr. Miles Edgeworth, please take the stand.
Who's shouting?
Who was that?
It was me! Maya!
Is something wrong? Do you need to use the facilities?
No, I do not! Lotta Hart! Your testimony stinks! It's unclear whether you were actually looking at the lake! It's highly doubtful that you actually saw Mr. Edgeworth! Tell us the truth! This is a matter of life or death! Lotta! Did you really clearly see Mr. Edgeworth that night? Did you see him fire that pistol?
You will stand down! The court has not acknowledged the defense's outburst.
Answer me, Lotta. What's the big deal, treating me like some kind of criminal? I saw him, I swear it. I saw Edgeworth.
Enough! Judge, declare the defense in contempt of court. Yes, of course. I'm sorry, but you were warned. Guard, escort Mr. Wright out of the courtroom. He is in contempt of court and must leave.
No. No! Wait! I was the one who made the outburst, Your Honor. Nick is innocent.
Ha! What's the difference? All that remains is for the guilty verdict to be declared. Isn't that right, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Well, I'm not Mr. Phoenix Wright, I'm Phoenix Wrong. More to the point, if I say right, then, to be honest, we're messed up.
Wrong! What?
Did you hear what Miss Hart just said? She said she clearly saw Mr. Edgeworth. That was not in the testimony. That changes her testimony, and I have a right to cross-examine her again.
Order! 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 You're in contempt of court. It's too late for wild claims. Judge, sustain my objection. I'm sorry, Mr. Von Karma, but I cannot. What? Miss Lotta Hart has made a new testimony. The defense does have a right to cross-examine her again. But he is in contempt of court.
No, I am. If you're going to arrest someone, arrest me.
Very well. Mayor Fay, you will leave the courtroom immediately.
Nick, I did what I could. You have to do the rest. Good luck. Mayor. That also means that we have lost Mia by our side as well, if you know what I mean.
Pah, I care not for the melodrama. Listen well, Mr. Wright. I do not tolerate badgering of my witnesses.
And I do not tolerate badgering of my judge. I'm running out of time. I better find a contradiction in here or else.
Mr. Wright, begin your cross-examination.
And so we shall. The last statement is the one we're interested in. I saw it clear as day. The man on the boat was Mr. Edgeworth. Do we press or present? Because I think, personally, this photo shows nothing very clear as day.
Objection!
Got you. Got you, Miss Hart. Finally. What? You got what? Look at this photograph. The photo I took? The very same. There's something I want you to see in this photo. It's quite clearly visible. The fog, Miss Hart. So? This picture was taken with professional high-quality film, correct? Yet even it could not capture the faces of the men on the boat. Yet you claim you saw Mr. Edgeworth. How? What?
Mr. Wright has a point. Objection. You would. That's why I told her not to say that in her testimony. Please.
What? Yet now she's said it, Mr. Von Karma. How could you possibly see Mr. Edgeworth? Explain yourself.
Miss Hart.
What?
Could you see the defendant that night?
Of course. I said I could and I meant I could.
Then please, testify as to the circumstances of your sighting.
I did it. I finally found a hole in Von Karma's carefully vague testimony. Notice how he said it's Von Karma's testimony as well. How Edgeworth was seen is our next thing to bust. You're right. It was a cold night and the fog was thick as grits. So once I was finished setting up my camera, I got back in the car. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. When I heard that noise out on the lake, I looked with my binoculars. See? No problem.
You used binoculars? Very well. You may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
This one had better be good. It's time to badger the witness. As much as possible. That's what I do. You're right. It was a cold night and the mist was thick as grits. Yeah, I was right.
Hold it!
So, how could you see Edgeworth? Now, just hold your horses for a second. You hasty Yankee types never find a gal where I'm from.
Okay, defense attorneys have trouble with that as it is. Nobody loves me.
That's a bit mean. So once I was finished setting up my camera, I got back in the car.
Hold it!
That makes sense to stay warm. Your camera? Yeah, it's got an automatic...
The issue we are concerned with here is Miss Hart seeing Mr. Edgeworth. The camera has nothing to do with this at all. Objection sustained.
Ah, he's not letting her answer any of my questions. More to the point, it seems, to be honest, that what he's objecting on at any point in time are the things that I really want to reveal. Well, it definitely seemed in the last testimony. It seems he objects to the points that I want. I really want. But still, we continue on with this testimony next episode on Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. We have Von Karma a little bit, well, we've stopped ourselves getting an early guilty. Von Karma is a tricky customer and seems to tailor everything to his needs and whims. He wants that guilty verdict no matter what, and so would anyone with a 40-year unbeaten, thing that is obviously has no morals and other things as well. But join me next time for more Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.